Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another video. Guys, we finally got some news. I don't know about you guys, this has probably been the most stale month, and I talked about this before I even dropped the video last time, before Igris even dropped, right? I said this is going to be the slowest month SLA is going to have in quite some time, but that is all going to change very, very soon because we're getting content finally, and content that's coming is going to be actually pretty fire. Now, the couple things to keep in mind: hard mode as WOBL is not going to come out for at least another 2 months, so there's going to be some time in between for challenging modes, but there is other things to supplement in between. Now, keeping in mind also, guys, there's a check-in event reward going on right now. We'll talk all about that. Free Essence Stones. And with that being said, with free Essence Stones, also don't forget, guys, we as usual have the content creator program going on. We got the brand new season 15, plus a brand new code on the way, plus an additional 2 or 3 as well to add to it, totaling up to 6 to 7 codes this season. So make sure, guys, you simply hit that support button. Super easy. Hit that support button, get yourself in, and get yourself into the program. And remember, you always have to extend for the next season for me to continue giving you codes. Codes are free. It's always linked in every single description and every single video. So let's talk a little bit about what's going on. Now, I'm actually going to the KR forums. I think they're a little bit more robust about what they're offering. So let's talk about what's happening on February the 10th. You might be like, Payne, what's on February the 10th? Well, that is when the official live stream goes again for the devs. Now, we haven't had a developer live stream for, I think it's almost been 2 months, right? So this is going to be the newest one coming out. They avoided the Igris one. They just put out like a written one. So this is the new one. So I'm going to go through this with you guys. There's some extra things in here that they cover that they won't have in the upcoming one. Now, a couple things to note here. Pets. All right, you can see there's like a little pet there. That's not coming out for a while. All right, apparently that's been postponed, so keep that in mind. No pet system for a little while. They're revamping it, they're redoing it. They're apparently, according to leaks, that's what's happening. So no pets for a little while, but you can see there is a little dragon pet there. So it is something that's still coming down the pipe, just nothing that's coming right now. You can see Miri, this is going to be her, obviously her costume, in terms of her alternate costumes, right? So this is going to be probably the pay to win one. She looks like a roller skating maid, or maybe a waitress, probably more like a waitress because it looks like a bar back there. So yeah, it looks like that's gonna be her outfit. And then the actual broadcast is gonna be at 6 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, so I'll be covering that as usual. Come join me. We'll be checking out the live stream. That'll be next week on Tuesday, and I believe that to me is actually going to be Wednesday. So it'll probably be Wednesday at 6 a.m. So make sure you're there for that, guys. February update. So here's what's happening. Introducing the new main story. This is going to be the Giants invasion in Japan storyline. So a actual normal manhwa story is being added. We talked all about this. Sun Jinu's maximum level has been expanded and a new job title has been introduced. We're going to level 140. So guys, I've been saying this and I hope everyone's been doing it. Make sure you have been saving your idol rewards, right? And that I mean by this is like right over here. It's at 100%. You guys see I'm at 524. I'll hopefully be close enough to get the full amount of EXP, but make sure you have been saving this so you guys can get the full amount of EXP and gain a couple levels, because going from 130 to 140 is pretty drastic. Again, another 10 levels being added, which means you're going to need a lot more experience points to hit the maximum. Okay, so keep in mind, guys, that is going to be happening very, very soon. So that's something you definitely want to keep an eye out and make sure you, if you haven't, just start doing it now if you're at max level specifically. Okay, introducing a new skill runes. So all those people who have not done so, I would start collecting skill runes as much as you can. And if you guys don't know what I'm talking about here, there's a fusion section right in this right here. So make sure you do this, and this is the skill rune right here. Okay, so make sure you guys add to it. And don't forget, if you've been doing your 130 level bonds, you should be getting yourself some super success rate of these legendary skill ones. Save those because they will be adding those as well into the list. So do not use those until the new patch has been added. Okay, it's very, very important to do that, guys. Okay, so introducing a new hunter, Mary Lane. I'm glad they call her Mary here instead of M-E-R. How is the Korean stream doing it better than us? All right, Mary Lane, introducing the new boss of the Glorious Workshop, Rakpasa. Rockpatha or was Rockpasa? Anyways, either way, same thing, Rockpasa. So that is going to be Tarnak for those who are not familiar with the content. Introducing 2 new dark weapon attributes for Sun Jinu. So now that's official. 2 dark weapons coming our way, and I think I've told you guys before. One I believe is a shotgun, and the other one is some magical summoning thing. we'll have to see. Like it was a key or something. It was Kingdom Hearts style. Okay, introducing the new Hunter Record Room Min being Goo. So Min's going to be added into the Hunter Record Room. February event introduction. I think it's a Valentine's Day event going on, and then we have the introduction of the SLC 2026 preliminaries and second anniversary Eve events. By the way, second anniversary. It's a little premature. It's in May. So I'm not sure what we're doing here. So I'm interested to see what they're going to add to that. Now, keeping in mind the second anniversary, official second anniversary is in May, but the early access people were April. But still, nonetheless, we're really early for this. So I'm hoping they talk about that and see what we get. Introducing some improvements. We also know, obviously, the artifact farming is a big one. So you can see March update news introducing the direction of improving an artifact farming. That was supposed to be February. It looks like it's being pushed over to March. Not sure what they're doing with that. I was hoping to be this month because they said it would be, but it looks like it's being pushed back, probably due to some constraints of like teams not being available, whatever the case is. Introducing new guild boss. Sorry, the new guild boss will be added as well too, and then other real-time Q&A answers with hunters and the redemption codes, of course. Make sure you join us, guys. The redemption codes are always phenomenal for these Korean live streams. Now, let's talk a little bit while we've gone through this. Now let's talk about the state of the game. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. There's a lot of folks who have quit. A lot. And I mean, like, when I say a lot, I mean like an obscene amount. Now, does that mean is that a bad thing? Honestly, it's unnatural to play a game for over a year. It really is. No matter who you are or what you do, it's unnatural to play a game for over a year. Is Solo Leveling still in a good position to be around for a long time? Absolutely. It's still making millions of dollars every month on the mobile section, and it's making even more on the actual Netmarble platform on PC. So financially, they're still fine. They're not doing anywhere near as much as they were before, and that's fine. There's a couple of reasons for that, though, right? Obviously, number one, burnout. A lot of veterans are just burnt out. You know, there's just a lot of the same things happening over and over and over again, and people are just tired of it. So understandably, people are looking to do something different, and they want to explore other games, which is very normal. There are some returning players for sure. Whether they stay around or not, that's a whole different story. Another big reason why a lot of people have left and the state of the game is a little bit troublesome right now is because some of the Q&A, or the quality of life, QOL, is a little bit off. And what I mean by that is, this is the only game I know where summoning videos don't matter. Like, people don't care about summons. They're just like, we know you're eventually going to hit it, right? So there's that. There's number two is like the whole presets and the artifact changing and swapping for content is probably the worst. Probably the worst thing they could possibly do is make that a thing. Honestly, at this point, I'm almost even okay with them making all content like BOT where levels of gear doesn't matter. And we can just put on level 1 gear, and just the only thing that matters is skill levels and your actual abilities to do content. I think that's another easy solution to the problem, but I know a lot of people like to see big numbers. So those simple little things can change. Honestly, it's just taking some of the modes and refreshing them. I think they're doing that already. Like the WOBL, I think, is the most exciting mode in my opinion, because it's always fresh, it's always new. There's something different. There's new bad guys. There's new enemies. It's not repetitive until you have to start farming it. But in the beginning, it's one of the best things. They are amalgamating encores and dungeons, which is good. So that's going to change that up a little bit. But like guild boss, POD and stuff, POD is obviously going to have a massive rehaul, which is great. But there's other things in the game that they can improve. So yeah, the state of the game is not bad, guys. But for us veterans, there's a lot of people who are bored of playing it. Now, does it mean SLA is in a bad state? Again, it's not in a bad state. It's just you'll hear the loudest voices being the veterans, that they're just bored. And again, I always say this, it's never a bad thing, guys, to take a break. It never hurts to take a break and come back when you're ready, because if you do that and you come back, you won't be missing too much. You'll just miss dailies, right? So that's my opinion on the state of the game. But let me know what you guys think. Personally, I'm curious about your thoughts. Again, thank you so much for watching, guys. Much love to you. I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care.